Hi, everybody. This is Shelley Dressel, and tonight is a free channeled meditation with the Goddess of Creation. So, welcome, everyone. I'm still in this room where the lighting is never quite right. So, let me see if this helps. If I try this, maybe it's a little bit lighter, but anyway. So welcome. I'm glad to have you here, whether you're listening to this the night we do the recording or a future time. I'm glad to have you. If you like this kind of information, please consider subscribing. This will usually be found on X, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, all the usual locations. So we are here in the midst of this massive, massive, massive change. I'm usually fortunate. I'm one of the fortunate people that has really good sleep habits, but I can say for the past week, I wake up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I think it was this morning. And, I'm just laying there, can't go back to sleep. So I know I'm getting download, download, download. I don't know, I'm not quite sure. I'm not getting any specific messages about it, but I do know that there is a lot that is going on. And, we had that super moon last week and we've had solar flares. And for those people that like to stay on top of that, the solar flares have been very, very, very strong lately. So anyway, just a heck of a lot of stuff going on. But here we are. It's time for this meditation. We can all just kind of chill out and relax and just have a nice evening with this. Now, I sent today, and this is so funny because I believe that the goddess is trying to tell me something. I think that people are still getting used to the meditation being on Monday instead of Sunday, because I started to get that sent out on Saturday and then things got in the way. And then I was going to Sunday morning, things got in the way. And here it was Monday, just like 2 weeks ago, Monday morning or Monday afternoon. Okay, I can send it now. I a little bit was thinking, well, maybe if you get it at the last minute there, it'll be, okay, it's tonight, it's in a few hours, let me pay attention. I don't know, maybe not. That may have just been me convincing myself that it was okay to be super late.
No, it actually helped. It helped me.
You see, there you go, Denise. This is maybe that's what I'm picking up on from people, that if I do it at the last minute, then it's there fresh in everyone's mind.
Yep, exactly.
Okay,
that helps me.
What's that?
That helps me, but maybe if you sent one early and one late, like one.
Like maybe if I
Sunday.
maybe if I sent the one with all the information and stuff, like 2 or 3 days ahead of time, and then just a little blip, just that's all it is a little blip that says, don't forget the channel tonight, here's the information. Yeah, I might do something like that.
Yeah, because I don't check my email that often. So that would be helpful.
Okay. You see, and that's just so different from me. It's on my phone, so I check it all the time, and so I guess I assume everybody checks their email all the time. If I do, you must also. Oh, goodness. Okay. So here we are. It is October 21st, and I do have the Universal Light Beings coming up this Wednesday. That'll be at 7 o'clock. This is always at 9 o'clock because the people on the West Coast, and that's just kind of sort of how I started them both off. And I've had something in the back of my mind for minis, but I never got around to it. I have been super busy, which of love, I always like to be busy. I've been busy with Goddess Light, busy with family matters. I'm doing renovations and just all these things. So it's been like busy, 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 busy. And it's the type of thing that, how when you're in the midst of change, you just want to get to the end of it and know that it's going to be fabulous when you get there. So I'm at that point. It'll be fabulous when all the renovations are done, when I can kind of get back into a little bit of a schedule again. But anyway, so here we are. That's why I was running late. I'm still, I've been in here, what now, a month or so, and I still was forgetting, oh, that's right, I need to get that ring. Oh, that's right, I need to do. But here I am. Okay, well, let me just jump in. For those of you that are on Rumble that are watching the video, I see someone just wrote a comment in here. Hi, Goddess and everyone. Thanks, Eileen. Good to see you. Um, I'm not going to monitor the comments. If other people write comments, you can, talk to each other if you want. But if you do want to ask a question when we get to the end of the meditation, you do need to call in. Maybe at some point I'll read questions online here too. I don't know, but for right now, just continue to call in on the teleconference line, and then I just go through that. All right, so let us jump in. By the way, I felt as if that last meditation was really important to us, for us to jump forward 50 years. I mean, people think, oh, 50 years, I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be this age. I'm going to be that. Well, it's really not that far in the distance. And yet it felt, the energy and the earth looked so different and felt so different because it was clean. There wasn't any more pollution. There wasn't, the energy was so smooth. And then when she dropped it back, even 25 years in the future was a massive, massive change from where we are right now. 10 years in the future was a significant change, but you could still feel some of the energies that we have now, which is of, the corruption, which is of the, not that negativity and stuff. I'm not saying there won't be negativity in the future. I imagine there will be, but not to the degree of what we've had for the last several thousand years. So anyway, I just felt like it was important for people to experience it, because then more, okay, that's what it felt like. That's something I can put, I can do in my own manifestation, and bring it in quicker if you want to, or howsoever it will work out. Okay, so let us begin.
All participants are muted. The recording has started.
There we go. As we gather this evening, I invite you to begin by focusing on your breath. Every breath that you take in is filled with energy and light. It's filled with sometimes whatever it is that's around you. Perhaps there is a scent. Perhaps it is super clean air. Perhaps, whatever it may be. But the breath of air that you take in is something that goes in through your nose, down into your lungs, and into your heart. And as you just hold it there for a moment, it allows you to focus on your heart, and then breathe out, letting go of any tension or stress, letting go of anything that may be hanging over you. I invite you to take in another breath. This time you're going to breathe even more deeply. Breathe in through your nose. It goes down into your heart center. And as it goes into your heart center, it begins to circulate throughout your body, so that every breath that you take in is filled with light. As that energy circulates throughout your body, you can feel that light as it's illuminating every cell within your body. Continue to take in a breath and breathe out. Continue to feel the essence or the energy for who you are. Allow this time to be a time that is filled with love, a time that is filled with compassion for yourself, a time that is filled with this opportunity to be present within you. Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family, I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out at this now moment to send my light, my love, my awareness into you as you are here in your everyday life. Anytime that you come together as a group, you are activating the energy of community. Community is something that is felt in many, many different ways throughout the planet. It can be something as small as the community of your family. It can be the community of the town in which you live, perhaps the state or province, perhaps the country. There's so many different ways in which you can identify with other individuals. This time upon the earth is a time for blending these communities. It is a time for understanding that within the core essence of each one of you is your God source energy. It's a time for you to know that you are here living on the earth, having all these many, many experiences. And it is your soul energy that continues to not only filter everything happening in your life, but also receiving the energy and the vibration from source. As each one of you understands that you are so much more than just this one lifetime, you begin to accept that you are powerful. You begin to accept that in this now moment, you have the ability to not only just be present in your life, but you have the ability to tap into the vibration or frequency for anything that you may seek to create. How often do you feel as if your creation is too much for you, too big for you? In other words, the dreams that you have for your life, how often do you think, I cannot accomplish that? That's too much. Whatsoever it may be, when you feel that direct flow of light and alignment, you understand that yes, you can accomplish what you seek to have. Yes, you can live in this light of awareness. And yes, you are so very deserving of anything that you seek to have. So just breathe in and out and let that all sink into you while you are here on the earth plane. Sometimes when you are in the all that is, it's very easy to receive those messages and accept them. And yeah, that's true. Yes, I agree. And then you come back here to your everyday life, and that's where things get discombobulated. So breathe deeply. Know that as your soul essence, you are amazing and that you have many gifts that are here and present within you. Go inside and create a ball of light. You can draw this energy from your heart center. You can imagine it within your heart center. Sometimes you can feel it or know it. Sometimes you see it within your mind's eye. But let this be your way of creating that flow and that movement of that ball of energy within you. When you come into contact with it, you let a stream of that energy move down. It goes through your solar plexus, your sacral center, your root center. It goes down into the earth and it extends in different directions, anchoring you here within this space. You then feel that energy or that essence of Gaia as it comes back up within. You send it up through your throat, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline center, and you let it flow up until you find your alignment with your higher self. As you look around your higher self, sometimes some of those creations that you've been considering for yourself may be here. Maybe they're partially completed. Maybe it's telling you you need a little more of this or a little more of that. Whatsoever it may be, while you're here in your higher self, you can see it, you can know it. And if there's something that's just hanging out, no longer serves you, clear it out. From there, you allow your energies to go even further. It follows that thread of energy as it goes all the way up, connecting with your soul essence. As you are here within this space, feel what your divinity feels like to you. For so many of you, as I observe how you connect with your divinity, there is a sense of relief, as if you can take a deep breath for the first time in a while, because you know your soul is here. You know you are connected with your soul, and you know that you don't have to do it all by yourself. You are not alone. So just feel that energy, feel that essence. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you that are here. As I merge my energies with yours, we shift into the space of the all that is. Look around at what this is. This is a place for community. It's a place for creation. It's a place where you find that alignment that you can express your soul energy in whatever way resonates with you. Feel what this is. Feel as it is present here for you. If you consider creation, what would you like to create within your life? I see many different potentials that people are working on right now. Let us begin by, first of all, creating your space. Here within the All That Is, it is automatically there for you. But as we practice how to create, you consciously put forth a space. For this purpose, what I'm going to ask of you is let it be completely clear. In other words, release any past things that you have been working upon. They never go away completely. You can always call them back. But we are going to begin with a clean slate. Now, first thing, you create a space. The next thing I'm inviting you to do is to ask your soul what is most important for you to know right now. And for many of you, it pops up within that space. It may pop up as a feeling, as an image, perhaps a sound, or sometimes you just know there's something in this space. The reason why it is helpful to ask your soul right here at the very beginning is because your divinity has a very clear understanding of where you are and what you are seeking to manifest. So if your divinity places the energy within your clean slate of creation, it is without the influence of you as the human. Sit with it for a moment. Some of you may feel as if you are now walking into this space. You might walk around. You may touch, sense, know, whatever this is. The third step is to now put in what you would like to manifest. As you put your intention of something you seek to have in your life, does it merge with what your soul had put there? Are they on opposite sides of this space? Are they somewhat close, but maybe bouncing off of each other? Take this moment that you may be open for discernment of here's an idea from my soul, here's an idea from me as the human. The next step is something will manifest that is a blend of both. So you are now looking within this space or sensing or feeling. You can feel that essence of what it is that you seek to have. However, it's most likely upgraded because your soul is now also influencing your potential. For any of these steps, you can stay within them for as long as you would like. In particular, at this moment, I would encourage you to just be present, be open to receive any messages that you should receive. For those that have a sense of movement, move around the room or move around the space. How often have you been considering perhaps a dilemma or perhaps something new you are creating, and you get focused on one perspective? When you are within this space, as you walk around, you begin to see things that you have not considered in the past. And in doing so, you are now looking at it with new eyes or with a clear perspective. As I was just speaking that, as I observe many of you in this place of creation, I literally saw 3 instances. I'm sure there were way more, where it was like there was this burst of light. So, just as they talk about the light comes on within you, I can see in these instances there is a deep alignment from within you, the person, with you as your divinity, with what you seek to have. And as it all comes together, it literally creates a burst of light. That doesn't mean if there's no burst of light, it's not working. It is still working. The point that I was shown that is to say that some just begin to feel a sense of peace, some have a burst of light, others have a sense of accomplishing something. In other words, there are many, many, many different feelings or senses that you receive when everything lines up and is ready to go. I'm throwing this out there because I saw several of you doing this. I see in some of these spaces that you, as your consciousness, are sitting there, and it looks like you, the human, sitting there somewhat in the middle with your eyes closed in meditation. And I see this spinning, moving energy all around you. Some of it flows around you, interacting with you. Some of it flows around you in the room. But here is the last step. You now receive this new creation. And the importance of receiving it while you are in this space is that you are not only a part of the creation of what you seek to have, but you are also listening and interacting with your divinity. By doing so, it raises the vibration and the frequency of whatever it is that you are seeking to manifest. I notice others of you are walking through your room. I see some have movement like dance. People integrate information and energy in different ways. So, howsoever it resonates with you, be open now to receive what you have created. You've created it with that blend of your divinity and that blend of your human experience, and it becomes one. And you just move through this area. Once you have assimilated whatever it is that you are creating, perhaps you're hearing the steps you need to take. Perhaps you just experience what it is to finally be complete. You may notice a door opens up in front of you. And as you look out this door, it gives you a much bigger scale of experiencing what you seek to have. It also is showing you some potentials that will be available to you as this manifests within and around you, as if to say, oh, then you'll be in alignment with this. That is an important lesson to understand. And perhaps you already do. That as you manifest whatever it is that you seek to have, it then opens up different potentials. You may not like those potentials. You may prefer something else. So it may be that you change. You go back in, you turn around in that room, and you say, let's tweak this a little bit. I think I would rather not. And you can remove whatever that is. And the wonderful thing about creating in the all that is you have limitless potentials. You can not only create visually, but bring in your emotions, your thoughts. Allow as much of your physicality to come with you through your consciousness so that you may be here and present. I do wish to share that there were several of you that got stuck at the beginning because they were focused on what they wanted and could not really perceive that which was there from their divinity. In these cases, this is telling you, let it go. And I hear you. Most likely, these are the people that want it so deeply and so badly, or perhaps even desperately, that you have just wrapped it up tight in and around you. Let it go. I have always said that when things do not manifest, it is essential to let go that which is not manifesting so that in turn you can open up to something new and different. So be present in this moment. Okay, very good. Some of you, I felt that I would come up, wrap my arms around you, and just say, "It's okay. It's okay." And then I let my energy move out, and your own soul remains with you, wrapped with you in your arms, in your soul's energy's arms. So that you know it is okay to let go the disappointment, the frustration, whatever it may be that has not worked for you. Now, for those that had been stuck, I see that as you look around the room, you can now see or feel or sense what was there but had been a challenge for you to understand before. This is a gift that you give to yourself when you let go of something that is not manifesting for you. Chances are what your soul is going to show to you is some form of what it is that you do want to have. So be open, be in the flow, be in the light. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Some of you may decide to remain within those rooms for a little bit longer, but I invite the rest of you to just let that sense of separation dissolve. And now look around at the all that is. What you will do at this point is now have a perspective of what you're seeking to manifest on a much bigger scale. You may now see with your manifestation, perhaps other people that will come into your life, perhaps a different city, different car, different job, different relationship, whatever it may be. Here's your chance to just look around. I also invite you to take this time and communicate with the other people here in that soul to soul level. See their energies, see their aura. And you can practice your telepathy. You may send a message and you will receive a message. There is this continuous flow and movement that moves within and around you. Okay. I heard someone say, can we look at the planet? We do that when we're in that circle of light, but let's look at it now. With everybody kind of spread out in different places, I ask every one of you to bring up into your consciousness the alignment with Earth. Look around. Some of you may see it as if it's this huge sphere in front of you. Others may see it as if you are on Earth. There's many different perspectives. as you are looking through the consciousness of your creation, this is a way for you to tap into the high vibrational frequencies that emanate from the planet. Consider what you were just creating within your space. And look at it not in terms of what it is, but as pure vibrational waves of energy. Some of you may have that perception that what you seek is a very tiny perspective compared to the rest. So stretch it out. Stretch out your energy, expand your consciousness so that you have access to even more potentials that are on the earth around you. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. This feels good, does it not? From this perspective, I do invite you to create that circle of light, that hologram of the earth comes back up within you. For some of you, when you connected to the earth, it was separate from the hologram. It was the actual physical earth. Others worked with the hologram itself. So this hologram comes up within this space. And each one of you, just let that flow of light, that flow of energy move from you into the hologram. You may see things realigning into the space that it finds its own balance once again. As it becomes balanced, that part goes out into the universe, connecting with the ships and the energies that are anchoring out there, working with the energies of the planet. The remainder of that hologram goes down into and around your physical earth. It moves into the consciousness. You are here within this space. You can feel this consciousness. You can know what it is. As it anchors within the center of the earth, it comes back up through the many, many layers. It comes up through the grass, the water, the trees. It comes up into everything that has its own consciousness. Your own energies, your own creation is coming up within you, within that space through which you connected to the planet. As all of that is anchoring around you, you let the remainder of your consciousness come down from the all that is. It flows down. It goes through your soul essence. You may pause for a minute at your higher self, looking around, seeing if things are different. It then continues to stream back down through your head center. It goes down into your heart center, and then you anchor it within you. You bring that anchor back up from Gaia so that your energy is flowing up and down through all your energy bodies. And it's allowing all of your consciousness to come back and anchor and be present within you. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. As you come within this space,
Q&A session has started.
I invite you, if you would like to ask a question, to go into the queue. You press *6 on your phone, and that will place you in the queue, and we will answer as many questions as we can.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
This is Kathy.
Hi there.
What a great meditation. I will need to listen to it again and pause it at certain to really try to see. I just couldn't see anything when I was in the room, and I just wonder what you saw. If there's anything that you can tell me.
So that's very interesting because we know how visual you are. And so
Yeah.
that's telling us then that there's something that you have wanted for a long time, perhaps that full retirement, perhaps just a change in finances or something, but it's something that you've really wanted that was keeping you from seeing an alternative way of viewing it or an alternative way of obtaining it. And so perhaps you were one of the ones that I picked up on later that was like, no, I'm not letting this go. I don't want to keep working. I don't want to keep doing that. And it just kept your energy shut down. So my perspective is that, because as we're talking about it now, I feel as if there's this massive light that is just kind of coming into your space, and it was there. And I'm not getting any specifics because it's for you to create, but what I sense is the reason that you didn't see things when you normally do is because there's something that you've either held on to. Perhaps it's an old belief system. Perhaps it's what you've wanted that you haven't manifested. Whatever it may be, it's important for you to take time to let go, to clear it out, and then you'll be open and you'll suddenly see these different potentials around you.
Oh, yeah. I know when I did see when we opened the door from that space, and massive light came in through the door.
Exactly.
It was almost blinding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the other reminder to you
yeah.
and to anyone else that may have been stuck like that is that your soul always 100% of the time wants things that are going to bring you joy, things that are going to make you happy, things that are going to enrich your life, things that are just going to bring you, I mean, ultimately it's about your soul growth. But my perspective is that even when it's a hard lesson or something like that, you can get through it quicker when you align with my soul has my best interest at heart. I want to be in alignment with that, and I want to manifest that as quickly as possible.
Right. Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome, beloved.
Good evening, Goddess. I feel so peaceful. When you asked what's the first thing that pops in your mind, it was be at peace.
Ah, wonderful.
And I just wondered what you picked up from me and what might be helpful for me to know.
It feels as if, it feels as if this past 2 months have been very much so about clearing out the past, clearing disappointment, clearing frustration. And as you find that place of peace, then it feels like you will kind of turn the corner, move in a new direction. And it feels like you do manifest. We know that things have been so challenging the last few years, but it actually feels like you manifest some sort of work, and it has to do with being outdoors, and it has to do with not the type of athletics that you used to do, but we feel as if there's something that you manifest, and it doesn't even feel full time. It feels like, I don't know, 15, 20 hours a week or something like that. And it's just about the movement, about trying something new, about getting back into the fresh air and working with people again. And it just shifts everything for you.
Does it feel like I'm going to find that on the way to like Montana, Wyoming?
It's in
Coeur
that
d'Alene,
area.
Idaho?
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it's as
Okay.
far as Idaho. It feels more like Montana, Wyoming, on the border of those two. It doesn't feel like it's as close
Okay.
to Yellowstone. It's more towards the center or eastern parts of those towns, of those states.
Okay, I still haven't gotten there yet.
Well, take your time. There is no rush.
I had errands to do in Colorado Springs. I stayed for a week, and I just got back to the mountains. And I'm actually sleeping at the Arapahoe Ski Basin in my private spot.
Yeah.
And I woke up and it snowed a foot.
Oh,
and I'm
my
like,
goodness.
Yay!
Well, that's what we see you in, the fresh air, and it's cold and it's winter and you're in your element.
This was the most invigorating day because of that in like a year. So,
Wonderful.
yes. Okay.
Wonderful.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, beloved.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
And Shelley and everybody on the call. I bless you and I really enjoy gathering with you. And thank you, Goddess. I mean, I was trying this month is my birthday, and I was trying to manifest better year. And this last year was very difficult. So I wonder if you can tell me, am I going to be able to manifest better and enjoyable year?
So we feel as if this meditation, you've got so much of your personality that's analytical, and you like to understand, like, if I do this, then I can have this, and it's like steps and a process makes it really easy for you to be able to either move in a new direction or manifest something. So with this meditation tonight, it's giving you a lot of tools that your mental body really will like. And yes, we did it in the All That Is. Yes, it's like a space for you, but we see you actually also practicing this, like getting up and just in your morning, like as you're having your coffee or whatever in the morning, you're just quiet, you're in your space. And what that does, you just go through some of these steps. And what that does is that brings more of your soul essence into you in your physical reality. Instead of working at it at the vibration of the All That Is, you're bringing it into your physical reality. And of course, this is for you or anybody else. And in doing so, what we see happens is that it shifts the energy around you, it shifts the focus, and it begins to open up new and different potentials. You've been stuck in a rut for a while now, that of feeling frustrated, of feeling like things aren't working, things aren't coming together. When is this going to happen? And just having all of that energy over you. So with this being your birthday month, it's a great time to say, woo, that was a heck of a year. And I'm going to let this go, and just consciously, it's about letting it go, and then creating in a new way for the next year. There is so much massive potential for every single person. And I mean, we've said it over and over and over again. It's here, it's here, it's here. So it's going to integrate much more so into the everyday person, as opposed to just those that have been consciously working with it. And as that happens, then it makes it easier for everyone all along the row. So we do see that next year is going to be a better year. We do see that things are going to begin to manifest more easily, but it doesn't feel like it's now this month. And so between now and say the next couple of months from now, this is just a way for you to work with your own energies to begin that transformation of stepping into that.
Good. I mean, I do meditate every morning and I go step by step. And everybody said, let it go of all the energy. I don't know what the let it go. I don't know what is it I need to
Yeah.
let go.
So then you just let go, whatever. Don't give it a name. Don't give it an energy. Don't give it a space. Just whatever it is that is keeping me from manifesting these things I want. I'm just letting it go. I'm going to let go these things I want. I'm going to let go whatever disappointment has been. I'm going to let go frustration. I'm going to let go anything that I am unconscious of, no matter what it may be. And that's how you release, and then you have a clean slate to begin something new.
Good. I'm sure that I will get there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, beloved.
You always have a subject I'm dealing with. I was trying to release the old year and create a new year.
Indeed.
And there you go.
Indeed. And here we have it. All right, beloved. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. This was such a relaxing meditation.
Good.
And I feel good and light. And I was wondering if you have any positive messages for me, anything that you picked up that's, I guess, in the works, or that I let go of, or that I'm welcoming. Yeah.
So what's interesting is, as I'm connecting to you and answering that question, the sense that is coming through is, at first it looked like butterflies. We just saw a bunch of butterflies kind of going out from you, and then it transformed into birds. We saw all sorts of these just beautifully colored birds, and so the image or the message that we got for you is of you transforming into something that is taking flight, be it a butterfly, be it a bird. And the importance of it was the multitudes of different colors, just each color having a different vibration and a different potential. So consider either that as a visual, or consider what that might mean in your own life. How can I transform? How can I be open to transform? Whatever it may be. But this is what we see for you, is that transitioning into something that has great movement, such as butterflies, birds, and color.
Oh, that's exciting. Thank you.
You're welcome. We feel you're like, okay,
Very
so what am I
inspiring.
going to
Thank
do
you
with
for
that? Yes, indeed, beloved. So take flight.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah,
right up
exactly.
my alley.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
So take
Thank
flight
you.
and enjoy the
Oh,
process.
thank you.
Hello, Goddess. This is Dwayne.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I really appreciate your willingness to assist us all this evening.
Oh, you're welcome.
I've spoken in the past. I've spent about 9,000 hours of my own unpaid time to design and code a computer program to take advantage of the Forex and other financial markets. And I understand that the financial system is going to change radically in the near future. I feel I'm really close to finishing my computer program. And I have 3 related questions to that. My first question is there something I need to know today to complete this computer program as soon as possible, so the process doesn't drag out any longer, because I seem to get caught in trying to make it more perfect? My second question is, will I finish this program before the financial system changes so I can benefit financially in the existing financial system, or is the way that I can use this program after the financial system radically changes? And my third question is, what does my higher self want me to learn from this 8-year project that I've worked on?
Okay, so it's the answer is going to be kind of all of them together. The reason that it hasn't come together is you're stuck a bit in your ego, and the ego represents you in your everyday reality, you know, your thoughts, your beliefs, your reality, such as that, emotions, consciousness. And that's massive. You need to have that in order to bring this all through. So you have been integrating and bringing down a lot more of your divinity over the last 3 years, it feels like to us. And that's when things began to change with the project. So as we're listening to you and looking at the project, it feels like there's a gap. And that with the new consciousness, with the new vibration, it's all going to be at a higher frequency. So what you need to do is open up your consciousness to your divinity, to a higher vibrational frequency. Let that come down and merge within you. And then as you look at it, it's like you'll see things that you don't see now because you're not looking at it through the right frequency. That may seem very abstract and unusual, but it feels to us like this whole program is very abstract and unusual. And so it feels like there's just one or two little tweaks. It feels like it's so close that it's right there. And but what needs to be integrated is your perspective and your vibration at a higher frequency. And that as you look at it in that regard, then things are going to fall into place. As to will it be done before the transition takes place, that's a little bit up in the air. We see, yes, there's a potential, because it just feels like everything is just right there, about ready to go. But we also see that it could be afterwards. Either way, you will make money with it, and either way, it will be used. And so it is going to work out fine. But it's more about, and this is what everybody will, and this is part of what's been so slow for this transition to take place, is getting people's consciousness to recognize that you're not looking at it through the 3D narrowness. You're now looking at it through the expansive, vibration and frequencies of the higher vibration. So that's the message from your higher self, is looking at it through your higher frequency, or through your higher self, looking at it as it's all coming together. And as we see you doing this, we see you doing very few small little tweaks and stuff. And then something falls into place, and everything just begins to work the way you want it to. It also feels as if there's what you started out with and what you've ended up with are vastly different from one another. So you have needed to have a process of these multiple years or months, or you said 8 years, I believe. You've needed to have that long for you to work through it, for the vibration and the frequencies to adjust. And that's why what you started with and what you've ended up with are so different from one another.
Mm-hmm. Wow, thank you very much. That really speaks to my heart.
Yeah, it makes sense now, doesn't it? And it's one of those things you thought, oh, well, duh, yeah. That makes sense. My whole thing in doing this is to make it something for the new frequency, the quantum energies. So let me bring in that quantum energy. You've been doing so, but it needs to just step it up a notch or two.
Yeah, no, I do continually take the time at the beginning of my sessions through programming, or sometimes throughout the day, just to focus on asking for assistance, basically asking my higher self or other guides or other programmers in other dimensions and time frames to give me the ideas that I need to implement to get this working the way I want to. So.
Yeah, well, be a little bit more open-minded, because it feels like you're asking, but you're expecting it to be in a certain way, because there's something that you expect it a certain way. So be a little bit more open-minded, because these answers are there, but you're not hearing them because you're just not in the right frequency. So just consider those words as we've spoken them. We're also giving you downloads and our senses that there's just like a aha moment and a click, and things just fall into place.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really, really appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
As you consider your life as this one that you are living, your life as you live from a higher vibrational frequency, your life as things unfold for you, there may be times it's very clear to you. There may be times it's very subtle, and those messages that you are looking for are right there, but unseen. So continuously clear your vision, continuously let go preconceived notions, and be open to receive. Beloved, know that I am ever with you and within you. Ansaluia.